Alright guys, so in this video I'm going to explain to you on how I make about 8,000 a month just from doing the grocery business, which you can also start doing and make that amount of money or more than that amount of money which I am currently making. So I personally I have a good capital right now because I've been doing this business close to a year, and the growth has been extremely insane. This is because I've been innovative along the journey, because you learn a lot along the journey. I started with a very low capital, which a lot of you guys who are watching this can probably manage, a capital of a 1,500 kwacha. That's the capital which I started with, because there are a lot of questions how much should you start with the business, but for me I started with that amount because that is what I had currently. And I think that's another different topic for another different day. We shall discuss that in details in the next videos to come. Yeah, so I have a major stocks which enables me to make this amount of money, and I'm going to show you in summarized details on these major stocks which you can purchase and make a good profit from them. I'm going to show you in some more details. To start with, here is the list of the major products of these stocks. Number 1, flour, and then number 2, eggs, number 3, the sugar, then number 4, there are drinks, number 5, sweets and biscuits, number 6, cooking oil, number 7, sausage and chicken pieces, number 8, rice and mealie meal, then number 9, there are also popcorns and ice blocks. So to start with, I'm going to start with flour. I order flour, the whole big sack at a cost of at a cost of 680. So what you do here, or what you can do, you can either resell those sacks, like the 5 kg sacks. The whole big sack contains of 10 small 5 kg sacks. So you can either resell them at K70 to K80. To K80 per sack, and make a profit of probably K70 to K120 from the whole big sack. But for me, I'm going to show you exactly on what I do. That I usually add value to the flour, I make buns and fritters, which enables me to make more profits. I make profit of, instead of making a profit of K70 and K120 by reselling them, I usually make about K200 by making buns and making fritters. So I usually add value to the flour to make that amount of my ending. It usually takes 1 week for the whole 10 bags of 5 kgs to vanish. So I make about K200 per week just from the flour. Alright, so the next stocks are eggs. It also depends with the location where you order your eggs from. As for me, I order at a price of 46 kwacha. This is the current price, because prices vary, but I'm talking about the current price, which is 46 kwacha. 46 kwacha per tray. And I usually order about 10 trays, and these 10 trays takes about 1 week to finish, and I sell them at a consumer price of K2 kwacha per egg, which enables me to make about 14 kwacha from 1 tray. And when you calculate, you take your math, it enables me to make about K140 from 10 trays a week, since it takes only 1 week to finish. The next stock is sugar. So the current price, or the order price of sugar per carton, which consists of 20 sugars, 21 kg sugars, is currently 370. So I usually sell 1 kg at a cost of K22 kwacha per 1 kg, which enables me to make about 70 kwacha after reselling the whole carton. So apart from reselling the 1 kg, I also repackage the sugar into small packs of 1 kwacha and the 5 kwacha, and from 1 kg I usually get like 34 to 35 small packs of 1 kwacha, which enables me to make a profit of about 310 from the whole carton of 20 kg. But I only make like 155 from 1 kwacha packs, plus the K50 which I'm making from the selling of 1 kg, so it amounts to 205. So I make like 205 from sugars per week. So our next like stuff is sugar. Our next stuff is like drinks. So here I'm just going to tell you the amount of money I make from drinks, just depending from where I am and the price which I purchase the drinks. After selling like the drinks at a consumer price, just calculate the amount of profit that you get from each, like a dozen or a carton of drinks. And as for me, I usually make like a 100 kwacha from per week from reselling of these drinks. So what I'm just trying to say that just make sure that that the drinks which people consume mostly should be available. As for me, the stuffs or drinks which people consume, mostly are bottled drinks and and the energy drinks. So I make sure that these stuffs are very much available in my shop. So our next stuffs are sweets and biscuits. So sweets and biscuits are very good stuffs in the shop which should be available. Sweets, biscuit and bubblegums can also make a very good profit just from selling sweets and biscuits and bubblegums, and you can make a good profit just like I do. Alright, so guys, don't mind about the dog which is big, since I'm filming this at late hours. So one added advantage that the location of the shop is nearby a school, like a primary school. So sweets and biscuits are very much consumable with these school kids. On average, I usually make about 130 from selling of sweets and biscuits and bubblegums per week. So our next sample, our next stock is cooking oil. You guys probably know that cooking oil is very essential, because it is needed to make those fries, like frying food stuffs, and to make to be very tasty. So I usually order cooking oil of 20 liters. I order at 610 per 20 liters. That's the current price at now. And then I usually package into small packs and resell them at a price of 2 kwacha, which enables me to make a profit of about K120 from one bucket of 20 liters, and I usually sell like 40 liters, which means 2 buckets. So I make about 240 per week just from reselling the cooking oil. The next stuff is like sausage and chicken pieces. So I usually order sausage and chicken pieces. Let me start with sausage. I order sausage at Luwona Meat Products here in Nakona, because their sausage is it's quite tasty. So after ordering sausage from Luwona Meat Products, and I usually come to resell them at my shop. Apart from that, I usually also order like chicken, the whole chicken, from the market. Planning to have my own poultry farm in the near future when things go well, and I'm sure things will be well in no time. So after buying the whole chicken, I usually cut the chicken into pieces and resell them as chicken pieces. So from sausage and chicken pieces, because I have fridge, so I keep them they can stay for a long period of time without without you water. So I make about 300 from this stuff, from chicken and sausage. I make about 300 per week from these two stuffs. Next stuff, like our next product is charcoal and the tomatoes. Bro, I also sell like charcoal and tomatoes at my shop. These stuffs are very, very much profitable, especially in common areas. You can make a good profit from it, just like I do. So on average, I usually make about 150 just from tomatoes and charcoals. I usually buy the whole, like the big sack of charcoal, and they package them into into small packs in plastics, both black plastic, and we package them and then sell them at a price of 5 kwacha. And then also tomatoes, the market is near, so I usually buy small tomatoes like in a small bucket, so that they cannot go bad when they stay for a long time. So I also make it like a very, very good capital from just selling charcoal and also tomatoes. So I make about 150 per week from charcoal and the tomatoes. But I lice and medium use. So I start with lice. I think you guys should make arrangements so that I can be ordering lice for you in Akonde and in other products, because lice and other products are very, very cheap in Akonde. I usually order lice at a price of 300 NSK, so that's the current price, in a 20-liter bucket, and we sell the lice at a price of 22 kwacha per 1 liter, so making a profit of about 80 kwacha from the 20-liter package after reselling 1 liter. And this product usually lasts 1 week, so I make 80 kwacha from just reselling lice. When it comes to mealie meal, I order mealie meal of 25 kg, usually at a price of 180 to 200 kwacha, and then I repackage them into small packs, which I sell as Pamela. You guys know Pamela. If you have been in Congo, you know Pamela. You know that. So I sell Pamela at a cost at 10 kwacha 1 Pamela, making a profit of about 80 kwacha from the 25 kg. But it doesn't finish in 1 week, so the time frame takes about 8 to 10 days. So I usually make just 50 kwacha per week from mealie meal. So when I add lice and mealie meal, which is 80 kwacha and 50 kwacha, I usually make about 130 from lice and mealie meal. Last but not the least, we have our other products, which is popcorns and ice blocks. Somehow I've managed to get a popcorn machine, which enables me, or which adds a value to my earnings, which contributes, of course, to my earnings. So I usually make about 100 per week just from popcorns. I have also managed to get a freezing machine, which I'll commence anytime soon to making freezes. But before that, you can also be making ice blocks like what I'm currently doing. So I make ice blocks since I have a fridge. Therefore, I make ice blocks and keep them in the fridge. And then from ice blocks, I usually make 70 kwacha per week from selling ice blocks. So when you add the popcorns and ice blocks, it gives me about 170 kwacha per week just from ice blocks and popcorns. Those are the major 10 stuffs or 10 stocks which I make sure that they are available in my shop, because they are the major earners. So those are just some of them. I haven't mentioned other products like powder, washing powder, soaps, like books, jiggies, snacks, powder drinks, and many others which can also contribute to to the earnings. And apart from that, I also do like mobile money at my shop, so which contributes also to my earnings. And so the other stuff that I do is like buying currency. So since I said at the border, so I buy currency. There are some of the people who want to go into Tanzania or want to buy things using the shilling, so they give me kwacha and then I give them shilling. And also there are people who also want kwacha, so they give me like kwacha, they give me shillings, I give them kwacha. So it also contributes to my earnings. Yeah, so for those who like want to start like a grocery business, I think you have a glimpse like where to go. So if you want to start like a grocery business, I think just start. Or if you want to start like any other business, just start. As long as you just have a good capital, or just start with what you have and also what you can afford. Because you will the more you go into this business, the more you have capital. So just start with what you have and what you can manage to start with. What you should consider, just like look for a location, like a busy location, because location really matters. Doesn't matter if you have a big capital or a small capital, but when you have when you're at a good location, you see the benefits from it. So number one, have a starting point, like a location, and something that you can start, which is a capital. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and like for more amazing content on the way.